Well, hello. Standing here beside me is Mr. Spencer Comer, big number one. Spencer, glad to have you here tonight.
Glad to be here.
It's homecoming here at Piggott, and you're a senior. So,
Yes, I am.
how does it feel to be a senior homecoming night football season 2011?
It's surprising. Gets here too fast on you. Start looking back, wonder where the time went. It's exciting though. Been waiting for this for a long time.
Last year, I'm sure that you, of anybody else, will remember last year homecoming. What happened? You want to talk about that, or?
It was exciting homecoming game last year. Got to see a helicopter come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we about to score and came around and got my leg broke. I think most people know. But it was helicopter came in, took me away, surgery, everything. Anyways, I'm back to 100%. Looking forward to basketball and baseball season. So unfortunate, I had to miss out on football this year.
Missed out on football this year, but you are going to be able to play basketball.
I'll be back for that. Yeah.
Good.
I'm ready to go for it now.
And you're pretty good at that too, right?
Yeah. That. I try not to say too much about myself, but yeah, that's what I like to call my thing. I'm excited about it. We're having a good team this year.
Good.
We're ready to go.
So you're back. Your leg's good. Everything good.
School's great.
You don't like that much longer, and you'll be out of here.
I'll be gone. Excited.
Well, what do you think about tonight? Mohawks have got Manila coming in here for homecoming game. What's your comments on that? What are you looking for tonight?
We got Manila. In the past, they like to throw a lot. We got some good, quick DBs back there. Pretty evenly matched. I'm looking for a very exciting football game. I think you're gonna get your money's worth if you came out to come watch.
Well, I think like me and Brian always say, the Mohawks, they never quit. They can be behind 42 points and still never quit.
Never do. That's one thing that's preached to us from day one. You're here, you want to be here, you're gonna play hard, and everybody loves it. Everybody bought into it, and if you're a Mohawk, you're gonna play hard. You're never gonna let up.
Well, that's Spencer Comer tonight, folks, and you've heard his side of the story. We're looking forward to an exciting game here. The Mohawks playing the Manila Lions on homecoming. And Spencer, again, I appreciate you coming.
I'm glad to be here
and talking to us. So
me.
Good luck for the rest of the year and with your basketball too. So we'll see. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
As the leaves change and the days grow cooler, it's time to bring the family down to Pumpkin Hollow. Bring your family to Pumpkin Hollow for a fun-filled day of pumpkin picking, hay rides, and a trip through our corn maze. And once the sun sets, the ghouls come out to play as horror sets over the hollow. Go to pumpkinhollow.com to plan your day of family fun at Pumpkin Hollow, where it's family by day, fright by night. Go to KAIT8.com and upload your favorite pumpkin carving pictures to the loop.
Welcome to Parker Field, Brian. Tonight's homecoming 2011. Piggott's welcoming in the Manila Lions that come in here, I believe, at 0-6 or 1-6, and Piggott being 0-6. So I'm looking forward to a hard-fought ball game tonight. I think it's going to be exciting. There's lots of people here for homecoming. They just keep piling in here. But I'm looking forward to an exciting ball game tonight.
I think we're going to be looking at a good ball game tonight, Chris.
Piggott has had a few injuries, key injuries. Their first and second string quarterback's going to be out tonight, and a few others. But, hey, I think the Mohawks got a game plan put together tonight, and like I said, it's homecoming, and everybody seems to be excited and fired up. Had the big tailgate over there tonight, chili cook-off. Everybody probably walking in here just as full as they could be. But, hey, it's going to be an exciting night. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with your homecoming royalty and get this football game underway. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
All right, 7th grade May, Miss Cassandra Stark. Jamie Stark. And being escorted tonight by Casey Stark. Your 2011 7th grade maid, Miss Cassandra Stark. Our 2011 8th grade maid, Miss Holly Boyd. Holly is the daughter of Tim and Brandy Boyd, and being escorted onto the field by Tim Boyd. Your 2011 8th grade maid, Miss Holly Boyd. This year's 2011 freshman maid, Miss Jessica Mallard. Jessica is the daughter of Greg and Tracy Mallard. Being escorted on the field by Greg Mallard. Your 2011 freshman maid, Miss Jessica Mallard. Our second freshman maid of 2011, Miss Haley Ward. Haley is the daughter of Kelly Ward, and being escorted on the field by Dale Grimes. Your 2011 freshman maid, Miss Haley Ward. Your 2011 sophomore maid, Miss Jerica. Hey. Jerica is the daughter of Jeffrey and Jerry Tate. She is being escorted to the field by Jeffrey Tate. Your 2011 sophomore maid, Miss Jerica Tate. And our second sophomore maid, Miss Casey Crossfield. Casey is the daughter of Scott and Tammy Crossfield, and is being escorted to the field by Scott Crossfield. Your 2011 sophomore maid, Miss Casey Crossfield. Your 2011 junior maid, Miss Kayla Morgan. daughter of Neil and Pam Morgan. She is being escorted on the field by Neil Morgan. Your 2011 junior maid, Miss Kayla Morgan. And your second 2011 junior maid, Miss Bailey Reagan. Bailey is the daughter of Brad and Shelley Reagan. She is being escorted on the field by Brad Reagan. Your 2011 junior maid, Miss Bailey Reagan. And your 2011 senior maid, Miss Brittany Johnson. Brittany is the daughter of Brian and Deidre Settlemeyer and Darren Johnson. She's being escorted on the field by Brian Settlemeyer. ...2011 senior maid, Miss Brittany Johnson. Your 2011 senior maid of honor, Macy Buchanan. Macy is the daughter of Dwayne and Lori Weeks and Thomas Buchanan. She is being escorted on the field tonight by Tim Mullen. Your 2011 senior maid of honor, Miss Macy Buchanan. And tonight's attendance, Miss Kylie Williams. Daughter of Sam and Melissa Williams, and Mason Dixon, son of Andy and Pam Dixon. And yours.
your 2011 homecoming queen is Miss Paige Locker. She is escorted Her escort is Mr. Jacob Lockard. Again, your 2011 homecoming queen is Paige Lockard. And I'd like to apologize for the delay, but there was a technical difficulty in the PA system here at Parker Field. All right, as the captains go on the field tonight for the Manila Lions, number 51, Damon Clapp, number 82, Shane Lee, and what was that, 44? I believe Dustin Sermon. And for the Mohawks, number 68, Colin Spear.
Number 54, J.T. Wilson. Number 32, Zach Redmond. And number 16, Kiefer Gunn.
And also number 57, it's on crutches tonight, is Gage Langley. So that's your captains. I believe, is that Spencer Coomer out there?
And Spencer's out there also.
Spencer Coomer as well.
That's all the seniors, I believe.
And the coin flip's been made. Looks like the Mohawks have won the toss. And they will kick it away. So I guess the Mohawks defer to the second half. Again, we apologize. The PA went out during the homecoming royalty, but they are working on it quickly. Try to get this thing up and something going before this game starts. Well, tonight's game is brought to you by Custom Car Care and Auto. Mark Howe. They wash, wax, buff, detail. They'll do it all. That's Mark Howe at Custom Car Care and Auto. Also brought to you by the Pooch Parlor, Los Compadres Mexican Restaurant, and Crowley's Ridge Vet Clinic. Brian, go ahead and hit about 4 or 5 more sponsors before we get started here.
All right. It's also brought to you by Batter Transportation. Mark Morgan will haul it all. Hobbs Custom Sidings and Windows. Mike's Bike and ATV Repair and Salvage. And Hawcom Pharmacy.
Old Gay Wiggle down on the square. Well, the Mohawks are getting ready over on the far end of the field, and the students are making a spirit line, same as the Manila Lions. Look like they're ready too. And Brian, I think we're ready for an exciting ball game tonight. I sure hope so.
I've got to agree with you, Chris. I think this is going to be the best showing we've had so far.
And here come your 2011 Mohawks, and it is homecoming night. And the Mohawks come out, and they do look like they're kind of pumped up tonight, Brian. Fireworks exploding everywhere. The crowd's all fired up. It's about 50 degrees outside, and
it is football weather, Chris.
You're right. Just great, great weather. So hopefully they'll get this PA system going here, and we'll get this ball game going, and we'll have an exciting ball game tonight. Coach Harold holds his hand high in the air and calls in his kickoff team. You know, the Mohawks have been hit pretty hard with injuries this year, Brian. What do you think about that coming into tonight's game?
It's been tough. We've lost running backs, quarterbacks. It's just kind of been a long season.
And that's part of football, but boy, it's just killer especially as a coach, a fan, a parent, and these guys on this team, I mean, when some of your better ball players, and I'm not just saying they're the best ones out there, but when your better ones are hurt, it just kills the whole team.
It does. It makes it tough. Now we've got a young group of kids to begin with, so they'll be back and they'll be healthy, and we're going to be all right. But it still makes it tough for this year. And,
on the positive side of the injuries is that gives your younger ones, as you talk about, experience, to be ready for next year. We've got Paris Mance teeing it up for the Mohawks.
It's good to see him.
I
think
back.
He was kind of injured last week, too.
He boots it away. It's a short kick taken at the 30. Looked like by number 11, I believe, Tucker Miller. No, number 10, wasn't it?
Yep, number 10, Dylan Brooks, I think.
Jay Cullen. Jay Cullen. So after a short game, Manila's going to take over, and that punt or that kickoff was brought to you by Mike and Pat Patterson down at Piggott Realty. They got residential, commercial, and agricultural real estate in Piggott and Clay County area. Well, who's quarterback tonight for the Lions?
Ryan Hart's under center. Give to number 11, Tucker Miller, around the right side, left side. Looks like they'll stop him short. Looks like he'll lose about 1.5 yards.
That was Zach Redmond and Colin Spear on the tackle. And, Brian, the teams that we've seen so far, when they hit that corner, they're usually going for positive yardage. It's just difference in the teams in our conference. And he lost a yard on that one. Mohawk defense just swarmed him.
Again, Ryan Hart under center, single back. Option, he gives another short gain. Look like number 10 on the carry.
The tackle was made by Colin Benbrook and Colin Spear.
Looks like he'll gain about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 8.
52, Benbrook and Colin Spear in on the tackle for the Mohawks. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Lions.
What are they running?
I formation with the wing back. Got a pass to number 44. Oh. And it falls short. That'll bring up a 4th down.
It looked like Kane Haywood. He had pressure to the quarterback, and he got blindsided off the right side. They took him completely out of the play, and I just knew he was going to get that quarterback. 4th and long. Who we got deep back here, Brian? We got Lucas Brewer, I believe.
I believe you're right, number 33.
He's going to stand at about the 31. Long kick. He's just going to let it go. And it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 24, 25-yard line. So Mohawks are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Let's see what they can do right here. That kickoff was brought to you by, where are we at? Wright's Collision and Repair. That's old Brad Wright.
Hey, he does good work. He just fixed Kelsey's car this week.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Who's in a quarterback? We got us a new quarterback.
Looks like Zach Redmond under center. Full house backfield.
Kane Haywood.
And he'll plow ahead for about 5 yards. Nice start on the first play.
Well, they didn't give him a very good spot. They're going to give him, what, 4?
4.5, 4.
I said Kane Haywood, didn't I? That was Nick Haywood.
Yeah, that was Nick.
Shane Lee and 14. Gonzalez for the Lions. Mohawks 2nd down and about 6.
Redmond gives to Haywood again over the left side this time, and he finds some running room. He's going to be close to a 1st down.
Like he was taken down by the linebacker, number 14, Arturo Gonzalez.
Looks like they'll mark him short by about 6 inches. Redmond under center, full house backfield.
There's Kane Haywood, number 40. He's going to gain probably about 4.
And that'll be another first down.
9 minutes and 19 seconds here in the first quarter. Mohawks have their first down.
It's good to see Redmond out there this year.
Yes, it does.
He was one of those involved in that same homecoming game. He was carted off the field and had knee surgery after the game also.
Right. That's Parrish Mance, gain of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Full house backfield. Give to Big Nick Haywood. And he takes a shot down at the 41-yard line.
That was number 24, Lane Kahn. Looking at what, 3rd and 8?
3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. We'll call it 7. It sounds a little
sounds
better.
good.
They've got a little reverse.
Kane Haywood, and he
He's
may
got
go all
lots
the
of running
way.
room.
He turns on the Jets. He's got one man to beat, and he has done it. Touchdown, Kane Haywood, for about 65 yards. And that puts Piggott on the board with 7 minutes, 45 seconds here in the first quarter. So the sophomore Kane Haywood just lights it up and takes it for about 65 yards down the left side. Exciting, exciting. I tell you what, I remember when Kane was in junior high and me and Roberts did a couple games, and I said, that boy runs through that line like a Mack truck. And I think he took it down the sideline that time like an Indy car.
He was looking good. Looks like we'll go for 2. We got flags.
He's going to be short. There are flags everywhere.
3-point conversion attempt, no good. Penalty flag on the play.
False start against the Mohawks. It will be declined. So with 7 minutes, 45 seconds, the Mohawks go on the board. And that touchdown was brought to you by the Piggott Family Medical Clinic. You needed an appointment with a really good family doctor? Call the clinic at 598-2236.
And Stan Moffitt. Moffitt's just across the state line. Go see Stan for pool and live entertainment.
Well, Brian, that was pretty exciting. The Mohawks put up 2 first downs, and then they just give the ball to the sophomore Kane Haywood, and he runs it in for the touchdown. So teeing up for the Mohawks tonight is going to be number 23, is Mance. And this kickoff will be brought to you by Trammell's Quick Lube Tire and Auto. Randall Trammell at 598-4146.
It's good to see the Mohawks get off to a quick start.
Yes, it is. Ball lands about the 20, picked up by number 85. Holy cow, he just took a shot. Who is that? Zach Redmond?
Yep.
Nope, 33. You know who
Lucas
that is.
Brewer.
Yep.
Nice hit.
Let's give that hit to Mr. David Copeland, attorney at law. 598-5547. 1st and 10 lines.
Give to the tailback, number 82, and he is gone. One man to catch him, Parrish. Nope.
One play from scrimmage. How about a 68-yard touchdown run? And there are no flags, so it will be good. And just like that, 7 minutes, 29 seconds, we're knotted up at 6. Well, this PAT is going to be brought to you by Jerry and Chris Lewis down at Lewis Motors. No wrecks, no junk, no joke. They got quality pre-owned cars and trucks. They're going to go for 2, Brian.
Quarterback keeper, and
he's in.
He's in.
He just stayed back and followed his blockers.
Yeah, I thought we had him.
So the Lions go on top, 8-6. But you know what? I think the Mohawks are going to come right back, Brian. I really do. Well, this next kickoff going to be brought to you by, go ahead, Brian.
Redmond Monument and Signs. They do some really nice work down there. And Hog Wild Barbecue, home of the 1 pound barbecue. They've got awesome pork steaks and tender ribs. Dine in, carry out, or drive through. Stop and see Jeremy or Erica. They're on Main Street. Or call them at 598-4599.
Back deep for the Mohawks. Big number 44, Nick Haywood, along with number 40, Kane Haywood, and 23,
Parrish
Mance. Number 12 is going to tee it up, Brian. That's Rafael Maldonado. Boy, you spit that out quick.
I believe he pitches. Oh.
I only know one Rafael, and he plays shortstop for the Cardinals.
Kick will be taken by Nick. About the 20-yard line. And he's going to take it back up to about the 30, where the Mohawks will take over.
He's wrapped up there by number 24, Lane Kahn.
From the 30-yard line for the Mohawks.
It'll be 1st and 10 at Mohawks on the 30. See what they put together here. Coach Harold down there, it's like he's studying hard. See what he comes up with.
Looks like they'll stay with the full house backfield. Redmond under center. The gives to the fullback, and he's got a little bit of room. Looks like Parrish pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Parrish Mance on the carry for the Mohawks. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Well, they've shown that they can run up the middle and they can run around the corner. As long as they keep it together, we'll be all right.
Yep. Got Burr split wide to the right.
Redmond takes a snap. Quick pitch out to Nick Haywood. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
44, Nick Haywood on the
You know, Brian, this Manila team, they've only had a football program for what, 4 years now? 4 or 5 years maybe?
Yeah, they lost their program for several years, but they've had teams in the past. It is a football town.
I just knew we hadn't played them in a long time till the last few years.
Redmond under center. Nick Haywood, oh, man, he got through there in a hurry. That's number 82, Shane Lee, and he flew through there.
Well, he waited for the blockers to pass him, then he took off.
Loss of about 4 yards on the play. Looks like about 4th and 9. Punting situation.
This punt's going to be brought to you by Front Porch Flea Market. That's Monty Howe down at the Front Porch Flea Market.
Parrish back to kick. It's a good punt. Fair catch called for about the 42-yard line by number 3, Kyler Williams.
Fair catch by the line, Kyler Williams.
Also, tonight's game brought to you by Hitch Chapel General Baptist Church. That's Brother Charles Richardson out there at Hitch Chapel. He'd like to invite everyone to their services on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Hey, and right now they're starting special services. They're going to have 2 services in the morning, starting at 8:45 for your first worship service and 11 for the second. Sunday school's still going to be at 10 o'clock.
That just makes things really convenient.
It does. They've got a new toxic program that they're starting up for about the next 5 weeks. Number 10 on the carry, and he is wrapped up by the whole Mohawk team after about 5 yards.
That's Jay Cullen. He lost his helmet in on that one too, but
Well, Lucas Brewer was the first man on the stop, I think. But they all got there.
it was a gain of 5. Be second 5. 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lions on top, 8-6.
Kind of a wishbone offense. Give to the tailback, number 82, and he'll push ahead for about 3 yards.
That's Shane Lee.
82 Lee on the carry.
He's going to be short.
Brought down by 22, Richard Shaw.
That was Richard Shaw in on the tackle.
Third down and short for the Manila Lions.
Be 3rd and 1. 4.5 minutes.
We need a big stop here, Chris.
I agree.
Again, out of the wishbone. And the Mohawks may have jumped on that one.
Penalty flag on the play.
Looked like Nick Haywood might have got in the neutral zone. And that'll be a first down for the Manila Lions. They'll take over down to about the 45-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10. There it is.
Boy,
They give to the tailback. And
they just threw a flag. It looked like on Kane Haywood, just leveled Reinhardt back here in the backfield. And I mean, he leveled him. But they called a penalty, I guess roughing the passer. But my gosh, when he thought he had the ball, I thought he still had the ball, and Haywood just popped him. Officials seen it different.
I think, yeah, they called unnecessary roughness, so. Or
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty, personal foul.
That hurts. It's going to put the ball down to about the 31, isn't it?
Yep, right at the 31-yard line. First down.
It's going to bring us 1st down and 10 for.
Well, they got 2 wideouts to this side, single back, run the option, number 82, and he is wrapped up quickly, and we've got flags down again.
That looked like Lucas Brewer on the tackle, and that was just almost a perfect tackle formation right there. That looked good. What's the flag's going to be, Brian?
Well, I'm not sure.
They come from all directions.
They did. They came from both sides.
3 minutes, 51 seconds here in the first quarter. Flags on the play. Well, the band is fired up tonight.
The band's going to be in competition this weekend.
Where's that at?
I believe I heard, I forgot.
We'll find out.
We will find out.
Let's see what's the call here. It's going against the Lions, whatever it was. Just hit another sponsor, Brian, until they call. Gossett's Real Estate. That's Dan Gossett. Looking for some good, nice property or real estate. Want to buy a house? Contact old Dan Gossett, 598-5555.
Well,
What was it, Brian?
well, they called an illegal block in the back, and they also called an unsportsmanlike conduct, and so we declined the block in the back and took the unsportsmanlike conduct, and that'll back them up about 15.
And that's a timeout. Don't forget the movie house. That's Daniel Gossett for all your newest Blu-rays, DVDs, PS3, and Xbox 360 games. Contact the movie house, and if you want to reserve one, just call them down there at 598-3744.
The Mohawk Car Wash. They've got 2 locations here in town, Mohawk and the Mojo. Go see Chris Tarno. They've got the best car wash in town. Avis Auto Sale. Frankie Falk is running a 2010 with Equinox with just 8,000 miles. It's burgundy in color, and he's asking $18,000. It's sharp. You better go look at that.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Second place goes to Mr. J.T. Wilson, a senior on the team. Prize will be awarded to his sister, Miss Peyton Wilson.
Well, Brian, I tell you what, took on a part-time job working at a slaughterhouse. That's X Meat Company over there in Puxico, Missouri. And I love it.
Out of the wishbone, they give to number 82. And he'll gain about 3 of it back. Still bring up a second and 22.
Look like Kane Haywood and Colin Benbrook. Also number 68, Colin Spear, in on that tackle.
Still out of the wishbone. Got a receiver, and Brewer's got it. Oh, good coverage by Lucas Brewer.
Boy, I thought he had that one picked off.
I think that was intended for 85, Kobe Williams.
Second down and forever. 3 minutes, 15 seconds here in the first quarter.
Third down forever.
Yeah.
Yep. We need another big stop right here. They split one wide to the left, out of the wishbone. Give to number 82 again for another short gain.
Tackled again by number 40, Kane Haywood, and Colin Spear. Well, Colin's everywhere tonight.
He is.
That's good. You know, I seen him the other day, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and he used to look just like his daddy. Boy, he looking more like his mom. Big kid.
He is a big kid. Manila wheel punt. Oh. And not much of a roll. Ball stopped dead at about the 16-yard line.
The Mohawks are going to take over about with 2:32 here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. And
don't forget to stop by the store and see Randy. He's got the best chicken in town. Randy says you get Mo at the store. And B&L Lawn and Garden for all your landscaping needs. They've got yard ornaments, bird baths, razorback yard ornaments. Call Sam at 598-0133. They got a little reverse going there. Again, to
Kane Haywood
with some running room.
He's going to have a first down after a gain of about 14.
After the carry, we have first down, Piggott.
So good call. 1st and 10. Going to move the chains to about, what are we at, about the 20?
26.
Yeah.
Parrish Mance on the carry, and he'll be met at the line. Looks like he'll lose about a yard. Bring up a 2nd and 11.
2 minutes.
Bring up second down.
A little different look without our junior quarterback, but we hadn't shown much passing as of yet, but still moving the ball pretty well. There goes Redmond on the carry, runs the option, kept it for about a gain of a couple of yards.
Bring up a 3rd and long. Down to a minute and a half.
Bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Mohawks.
Redmond's going to go out of the gun, Brian.
Out of that Mohawk formation. Well, we talked about wanting to see it.
That looked like a pass interference, and it is called. It's picked off by number 3, but it's going to come back.
Oh.
Nah, he didn't see it.
Looks like we might have got away with a late hit there, but
Flag.
I got to agree with you. It looks like they got tangled up down here, and he almost tackled Brewer before.
I was a little worried there because, I mean, he didn't throw it until it was almost picked up, but I guess he had to wait to see if he did catch the ball. But it was thrown. 2 different officials did throw it, and it's going to be pass interference, I'm almost sure, against the Lions. It'll be a 1st down for the Mohawks.
Pass interference at the call against the Manila Lions. After the penalty, it'll be a 1st down, Mohawks.
So 55 seconds here in the 1st quarter, and the Mohawks are going to have it 1st and 10 right at the 41-yard line of the Mohawks.
I believe their coach wants a little explanation.
Well, tell you what, that 1st down is going to be brought to you by Mohawk Mini Storage and Trailer Rentals. Need a place to store your things and a way to get there? Call Rodney at 598-7941. Also, the Treasure Chest. If you're looking for a special gift for that special person, stop in at the Treasure Chest and seek Kelly, and she'll hook you up with something nice. Well, Brian, you're right. That coach is really wanting an explanation, and I mean, from that side over there, he might have thought maybe the receiver was not even going to be able to make a catch on that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that was his argument. But no doubt in my mind, Brewer would have made that catch. I mean, you know he would have made that catch. He just don't drop it. And he would have been there. So 1st and 10 Mohawks, 55 seconds here in the 1st quarter.
Redmond under center. Back to pass again.
Oh, he's got him open.
And what a throw.
Oh, and after I said that, in and out of the hands of Brewer, he dropped it. Hey, I tell you what, Redmond looks good throwing the ball. That ball was right on the money.
It was on the money.
Brewer had his man beat.
About 35 yards downfield. That was a shot now.
Well, I tried to give the kid make him look good. But it happens.
Hey, he catches that 19 times out of 20.
I guarantee you. He's going to split wide to the left this time. Nick Haywood, look at him run hard. He's still going.
Driving those feet. Looks like he'll pick up about 5 yards on the carry. Number 24, Lane Kahn, in on the tackle.
You know, he is pumping his arms and pumping his legs as soon as he tucks the ball. I mean, he's just giving everything he's got with every step. He is a sophomore. We ain't said that enough this year. All these guys. So what is it, 3rd and 5? 3rd and 6.
3rd and 5. Give back big Nick Haywood, and he will push forward for about 3, leave him about 2 yards short, and that will end our first quarter with the score Mohawk 6, Manila 8.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
The Piggott Diner, located on the historic square in Piggott, opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday night buffet with ribs, catfish, chicken, frog legs, fried shrimp, and all the trimmings, plus homemade pies and cobblers and everyone's favorite ice cream. Sunday lunch buffet from 11 to 2. Our phone number is 870-598-5130. Call for takeouts, but better yet, come enjoy meeting with your friends at the Piggott Diner.
I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Saint. We realize the best advertising we have is when our customers tell us about their buying experience at Glen Saint, with price and service.
We have an outstanding service and parts department that I think you'll be very, very proud of. Every day we come to work and look forward to selling our next GMC truck and have been doing so ever since my late grandfather, Glen Sain, started the business in 1954.
We invite you to come and see us and see why so many are buying from us. And God bless our troops.
4th and 1 on about the 49-yard line, and it looks like the Mohawks will go for it.
Same play right up the middle, Nick Haywood. What do you think? Nope.
Nope, it's going to be Zach Redmond, and he is ahead for 3, and thank goodness the ground can't cause a fumble.
All right. Be 1st and 10 Mohawks. So big lunge forward for big Zach Redmond.
After the run, it'll be a first down, Mohawks.
Hey, he ran the ball hard all last year. There's no reason he can't pick up a few here and there.
Yeah. There goes Kane Haywood. He's just pushing and pushing. Nice run by Kane Haywood.
A little extra activity after the play. And we better be careful.
He's going to take a warning from the official. Something must have happened in there, you know, that we can't see up here because he was upset.
Well, the whistle blew and the play kept going for about 5 more seconds, and that usually doesn't go real well.
Well, he's going to go sidelines,
and the Mohawks will take a timeout.
Murray going to talk to him a little bit. So Mohawks are going to take a timeout. Tonight's game brought to you by the Red Rooster and Pizza Express. Pizza Express phone number is 598-5500. If you want to call in an order, they'll deliver. You can dine in or carry out. And also Razorback Tire. That's Mr. Scott Crossfield at Razorback Tire. During this timeout, we're going to take a timeout and a short break. We'll be back with more Mohawk football in just a moment. You're watching YHC TV.
My country takes of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
All right, Brian, 2nd down. 10:55.
Redmond under center. Back to pass.
He's
got Brewer open again. Oh, and it's picked off.
Boy, that was a pretty pass right there.
He left him short by about 1 yard. It was almost a perfect pass. It just good coverage, and
Redmond took a shot in the backfield too. Right after he released that pass, he was hit hard. I didn't catch the number, but boy, he took a shot right in the side of the ribs. Tough break for the Mohawks. There's their first turnover tonight. 10:48 here in the first half.
Manila is deep in their territory, though, down about the 18-yard line. Let's see what we can do for a big stop right here. Single back in the backfield, split two on each side. Gives to the fullback, and
he is met by Richard Shaw.
Big tackle.
Gain of a couple. That was wide open right there too, Brian. It's a good thing that
Richard
Shaw hit him.
He hit him and held on. He was all by himself.
Bring up second down at 9 for the line.
Good to have Rick Haywood in here with us tonight. He's standing in the air watching the ball game with us. And I'm sure it's a lot warmer in here than it is out there.
They give to 11 on the counter, and he's got one man to beat, and Parrish, and we will catch him. Looks like he'll pick up about 32 yards on the carry, though.
Looks like he's on. Who saved that? Was it Redmond or Brewer?
I believe it was Brewer that got back for that.
Tackle made by 54, J.P. Wilson for the Mohawks after the run by the Lions to be a first down. Manila.
Give us to the fullback.
He's going to get just a couple. Number 59 again in on the tackle. That's Dylan Howe. Bring up second and 8, 9 minutes, 30 seconds here in the first half.
59 Dylan Allen on the tackle, going to bring up second down and 8 for the Lions.
We got a good ball game going here tonight. I tell you what, we need to make a big stand right here. Zach Reinhardt under center.
Oh, Richard Shaw got there in a hurry, and he took him down for a couple yard loss. Looked like
Nick Haywood and Brody Williams also in on that tackle.
And they got there in a hurry. So that one did fool the Mohawks.
Make that J.T. Wilson, not Brody. One more time.
3rd and 11.
Reinhardt under center. Pass. It's picked off by number 33, Lucas Brewer, and
the Mohawks are going to take over on their own 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Mohawks with 8.5 minutes here in the first half remaining. So big break for the Mohawks, and that's exactly what I think they needed, Brian, to turn this back around. Like I said, it's been a heck of a ball game so far, 8-6, and Mohawks can punch one in right here and go in the locker room at the halftime.
And we get the ball up, starting the second
back.
half. So we need some points right here.
Who got in the backfield?
We've got Kane, Nick, and Parrish Mance. The give is to Kane, and he will drive forward for about 4 yards.
Oh, Kane Haywood, he's starting to look like he did a few years ago. You know, he's like I said, he's a sophomore, and he's running the ball a lot more powerful and comfortable. You know, he didn't come in until, I guess, Cody went out with an injury, and they put Kane back in there to join Nick and Parrish.
Oh, nice.
Hey, goes right up the middle. Big Nick Haywood down to the 15-10. 5 touchdown, Nick Haywood. they would. And I tell you what, Brian, the offensive line just opened up a hole. You could have drove a semi through, and Nick hit that thing at full speed.
He sure did, and his daddy is a little excited right here.
He is. Well, I felt somebody just grabbed me in the back when he was running, and that was Rick. So he ran in there. That's about a 54-yard scamper right up the gut, and just like I called it, the Mohawks go on top 12-8 with 7:41. I got a little excited there.
Redmond all alone in the backfield, and he will walk in for the 2-point conversion.
So the Mohawks go on top 14-8 with 7:41 here in the first half. And that's what they needed right there, is just another big play. And that one went right up the middle. I'm telling you, if I was him, I would be shaking the hands of my offensive line because they just busted it wide open.
I tell you what, they did. They moved some meat.
You know, a lot of times your line gets overlooked in ball games, you know, and give them credit because they opened it up for him, and he just did the rest. That's an excellent play call right there, too. So Parrish Mance is going to tee it up for the Mohawks, deep back for the Lions. I think that's, I can't even
Number 85, Kobe Williams, I believe.
Boy, that temperature's dropping. Number 10, that's Cohen. Boy, he got hit head up.
Yeah, he did. Number 68.
That's Colin. Like I said, he's everywhere tonight. So they're going to take over on their own 39-yard line with 7 minutes, 35 seconds here in the first half. 14-8 Mohawks. Boy, it feels good to say that, don't it?
It does. Out of the full house backfield. Reinhardt under center. He gives to the fullback, number 10.
It's going to be Richard Shaw, and Zach Redmond was the first two to make the hit. Going to get one.
On the carry for the Lions. Tackle made by 22, Richard Shaw. Going to bring up second down and 9 for the Lions.
Clock ticks down to 7:05.
Reinhardt under center.
Handoff.
Gives to number 11 over the left side. Looks like he'll pick up about 3 yards.
Bring up a fourth down.
Third down.
Third down. And they switch that fast.
We need one more big stop right here. It worked last time. Let's see if it'll work once more.
Be 3rd and 6, 6.5 minutes.
Third down and 7 for the Lions.
Watch that side over there.
Again out of the wishbone.
There he goes.
Oh, and he's got a little running room. Number 11, Tucker Miller. Looks like he'll carry it across first down yardage for about 7 yards.
Brian, he is down on the field. He's not getting up. We got an official's timeout. So we're going to take a timeout and a short break. We'll be back with more Mohawk action. You're watching YHC TV.
People come from everywhere to get their deal from Lincoln Lacey. They come from Benton, Blueville, or and from New Madrid, Bertrand, Campbell, Parma, Kelso, Lilburn, Portageville, Risco, Bernie. Lincoln Lacey is your domestic auto needs headquarters. From Rector, Arkansas, Gideon, Sykes, Piggott, Arkansas, Morehouse, Dexter, Minor, East Prairie, Charleston, Chaffee, Pollard, Arkansas. Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
Kawasaki doesn't build for the masses. They build for people who ride. Honest engineering that pushes the limits of possibility. Like the all-new Terex 4x4 and the hard-working Mule. For over 40 years, Fry Equipment Company has been bringing you revolutionary machines like these that hammer the competition. Fry Equipment Company in Piggott. Come see the new Kawasaki's today for the ride of your life.
Reinhardt's under center. Full house. Wishbone. The give is to number 10.
Whoa!
He is hit hard by
Man, I would love to see that again. That was
Colin Benbrook in there in a hurry.
Man, he hit him like a Mack truck. Might as well say it. I mean, he met him behind the line of scrimmage, and I mean, he hit him hard. 52, that Colin Benbrook, boy, he hit him. He hit him hard.
A big loss on the play down.
It's one of them makes your daddy proud.
Yeah. Bring up a 2nd and 15. 5:29 left in the quarter, in the half.
Quarterback still got it. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to take another 3 or 4 yard loss.
Yeah, they fooled me. I thought they gave to the fullback. They had him wrapped up and took him down, and the quarterback was still running.
Tell you what, if he'd have had a receiver downfield, he could have hit him because, I mean, like you said, everybody had this fullback wrapped up. And I don't really know what he was doing. I mean, I didn't know if he was going to looking to pass over there or if he was going to run. He just kind of stopped, and they ended it right there.
Bring up about a 3rd and 17.
4:45 here in the first half.
Got a little different look. Single back in the backfield, flank. Run the option. Quarterback makes the pitch. And that's what they call contain. Look at Colin Benbrook getting all the way over here.
It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 13, 14 yards. Tell you what, them 2 Collins are everywhere tonight.
They are.
Defense.
Colin is the right tackle over there. He came all the way across the field to make that tackle.
That's Benbrook, Colin Benbrook.
Benbrook, yeah.
Punt up, and it's going to be a short punt. Fair catch called by Brewer at the 25 is where the Mohawks will take over with 3:53 remaining here in the first half.
I tell you what, Chris, I'd like to see another score before the half.
And they may just do it, Brian. I think the offense is kind of figuring out what they can do and what they can't do.
Well, I'm ready to see Redmond throw one more time.
Man, that was pretty pass a while ago.
Or a Haywood up the middle. I don't care.
Or a Haywood around the end.
That's right.
You know.
Well, we got Parrish Mance
How about
up
a
the middle.
Mance up the middle? You take that one?
That'll work for
another
about
first
10
down.
yards.
Got another guy down on the field. He's going to get up.
Tell you what, he can move.
He got through there.
Parrish, he was dancing left and right, but he made it through there in a hurry.
3.5 minutes. They're sending everybody.
And Mance up the middle again. This time he'll be met in the hole. Short gain.
Well, you know, Manila sent everybody just about except for their safety up in the box that time. And, you know, last year when they played, or 2 years ago when we played Manila, they would start 9 men in the box.
Well, 2 years ago, that was a good way to play defense against the Mohawks.
And now, you know.
Now there's a few tricks up their sleeve. Again, out of the full house backfield. They
there
reverse
goes
it.
Nick. Round the right side. He cuts a corner. He's going to pick up about 6.
One man to beat. Still a nice game.
Be 3rd and 4. 2.5 minutes. Mohawks are going to have to hurry. Unless, of course, you know, they want to break one away like we did earlier.
I'm ready.
2:15. Clock's still ticking.
Redmond under center. The give is to Parrish Mance, and he's got it.
And looks like he's probably going to have a first down.
Depending on the spot, he definitely should have first down yardage.
It's going to be close. They're going to call an official's timeout for a measurement. Well, I think it's going to be. It's going to be real close. You know, I like to look back and watch Redmond throw that ball like that. You know, we always talked about Murray. Redmond's tall, you know, and I mean, it's like he can see over everybody, and he looks about like
we'll have it.
Murray back there, just relaxed. And that'll do it. Be 40 on the 45. Mohawks 45 with a minute 55 to go here in this first half. Robert's over there playing with that PA system.
He's still trying to keep it working.
Squealing out the crowd.
Everybody's looking back. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Redmond under center. A minute 40 left in the half. To give us number 40, Kane Haywood.
Number 40, Kane Haywood.
And he'll pick up about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Minute 20. Mohawks have used one timeout, haven't they, Brian?
Yes, they have.
Down to a minute 10. Redmond drops back to pass. He's got his man Brewer. And it's going to be knocked away.
Good coverage that time by number 85, Kobe Williams.
So the clock will stop with a minute 2 seconds. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Mohawks. What would you call?
Well, with a minute 2 left, we've got to throw the ball if we're going to actually try to score. But we actually need a first down, so let's run that reverse.
There goes Kane.
It won't go anywhere this time.
Kane Haywood on the carry for the Mohawks.
And it looks like Manila is going to take their first timeout. With 52 seconds left in the game, Mohawks will most likely punt.
Well, with this timeout, Brian, let's take a timeout. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
We're Shelter Insurance.
We know you don't stay in business for more than 60 years unless you treat customers right.
We think insurance is better when it relies as much on humanity as it does on technology.
And we know what the weather is like in your area because we live in your area.
Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Get the insurance coverage you need at the right price. Call Tanya Coomer today.
All right, Brian, 4th down.
Mance is back to punt. Good punt. It's going to be returned from about the 35. We got flags down everywhere. Hopefully that's a hold. If not, Manila will take over on about the 35-yard line.
Let's see, 41 seconds.
Blocking the back. So we will move them back another 10 yards. And they will take over on about the 20-yard line.
Yep, way back there.
Well, they got a long way to go, but it didn't take long on one play. So let's just play some good defense, and we'll take the ball starting the second half.
Be good going to this locker room halftime up by 6.
A halfback pass. He hangs it out there. Oh, and it's picked off.
It is picked off.
Lucas Brewer comes from the safety all the way up and makes that catch.
And 36 seconds here. They ain't got much time, Brian, but they're awful close.
Hey, we got 2 timeouts, and we're on the 20-yard line. We got lots of time.
That was big right there, and you know that receiver took a shot.
That quarterback turned the defense before he got there. He knew what was coming.
Piggott take over possession. It's going to be a first down Mohawks.
Like you said, it would have been nice to go into halftime with a 6-point lead, but it'd be even better with about 12 or 14.
Yep. Well, let's see what they can pull out this time.
We've got Redmond under center. And a false start.
He was going to keep it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
He was rolling. False start.
Against the Mohawks, be a 5-yard penalty. Ball remain first down.
Redmond's getting his orders from the sideline.
The clock won't start on this, so we don't need a timeout just yet. We've still got 2 to burn. 35 seconds left in the half.
He's on a drop back pass.
Brewer is open. Oh, and he is picked off.
Man.
Pass intended for Parrish Mance, and Redmond was hit as he made the throw. Just didn't get anything on it, and we will turn the ball over with 26 seconds left to play in the half.
Wow.
I bet they don't put it in the air this time.
We will soon see.
I think Manila will probably be content to go in down 6. They will give to the tailback.
That may be the final play. We'll see. Clock ticks down to 15 seconds. Now down to 10.
They will not take a timeout, and I think that will probably be the last play of the half.
And that's what it's going to be. First half here, homecoming 2011 comes to an end. The Mohawks are on top of the lines, 14-8. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the halftime show and the Piggott Marching Band. You're watching YHC TV.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
NFL Red Zone, the channel that brings you every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons. Watch the most exciting moments like never before, live in HD. Every touchdown from every game, live on one channel, NFL Red Zone.
Señoras y señores, latinos del mundo, ya tú sabes.
Drop the beat and bring it back, back. We gon' ride on that west side, take it down low, that's not what's up. I'm hot tonight, what's up? We come up tonight, what's up? That's right, that's right, that's right. Like this, like that. Drop the beat and bring it back, back, back.
Well, Brian, it was an exciting first half. Just like we said, we thought it was going to be a really good game. Mohawks are on top, 14-8. And we're looking over these stats right here, and I'll let you tell them. But right there by that, it's neck and neck.
It is neck and neck. Mohawks carried the ball 24 times for 185 yards. Manila 19 times for 128. We were 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions in our passing, and they were 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions in their passing. Total offense, 185 yards for Piggott, 128 for Manila. They each had 2 picks, and
they both had 40 yards in penalties. So
both had 40 yards in penalties.
Can't get much closer than that. Piggott has got more yards, but not by much. About 53 yards difference in this ball game and 6 points on the board. So I'm looking for a interesting second half, just as well as the first half was. And hey, I mean, it was exciting.
It is exciting. It's a big homecoming, and hopefully we can keep it together for another half and bring home the win.
I think so. Crowds still, it's just packed here tonight, and everybody's drinking coffee and hot chocolate, and the temperature just continues to fall. So doesn't get much better than that. Mohawks are on top, 14-8, and we'll be back with the second half here in just a moment. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC. Well, the captains are on the field. The Mohawks will
54,
receive
JT
the kick.
Wilson.
Begin this
16,
first
keeper
half.
good,
This
32,
first
Zach
half,
Redmond.
Brian's going to be brought to you
57,
by
Gates Langley, and 68,
Mark Howell down at
Howard
Custom
Spears.
Car Care and Auto. They wash, wax, buff, detail. They'll do it all. And a mighty fine job. That's Mark Howell, 598-2571.
And the Pooch Parlor for baths, clips, and dips. They carry small pets and pet supplies. They'll make special orders available for you. Give them a call at 324-4153.
Also, Los Compadres Mexican restaurant here in Piggott. Best cheese dip in town. If you hadn't ever tried the chef special, you need to try it, man. It's good.
And Crowley's Ridge Vet Clinic. Go see Dr. Field down at the vet clinic. They've got for all your large and small animal care, grooming, boarding, and friendly and knowledgeable staff available to answer all your questions. Give them a call at 598-5145.
Also, don't forget Biter Transportation. That's Mark Morgan. He'll haul it all. Give him a call at 870-598-4571.
And Hobbs Siding and Windows. They've got a new business located next to Hog Wild Barbecue there on Main Street. They've got vinyl siding, windows, gutters. Give Freedom a call at 598-5982.
And don't forget Mike's Bikes and ATV Repair and Salvage. That's located on J Highway in Malden, Missouri. He's got new and used parts for any ATV or motorcycle that you'll need. Contact Mike at 573-276-8228. Well, Brian, the Mohawks are ready to receive this kickoff. The Lions just now coming onto the field. Got about 2 minutes till kickoff, and deep back for the Mohawks once again is 23 Parrish Mance, 44 Nick Haywood, and number 40 Kane Haywood. And I tell you what, Brian, the weather's dropping. You got old Lucas Bird on the sideline down here stretching, and coaches sure don't want him to. That wasn't Lucas, that was Zach Redmond. But coaches don't want anybody cramping up, getting stiff. So they're stretching. We're fixing to get this thing
Give our
underway.
band a big hand tonight too.
Did you ever find out where the band was going to competition at?
An outstanding job.
Didn't hear yet?
No, I did not.
Every game and every function they attend.
I'm sure they'll announce it
Without
here
this
pretty
band,
soon. But
it would not be
Piggott band is
right
usually
football game right here
good.
each and every night with the football with the band. So give
They've got,
props to
I think it's
Utah High
district
School
at
band
Truman,
Mr.
and
Pearson Mr. Evans for all they
they're
do.
headed somewhere else for regionals on Monday.
Teeing it up for the Lions, number 12, Rafael Maldonado. They're having a little trouble with the clock. Don't forget Hawkins Pharmacy, Miss Gay Wiggle down on the square. She's got more than medicine. Stop and see their selection of gifts, cards, and much, much more. Also, Piggott Realty. That's Mike and Pat Patterson. They have residential, commercial, and agricultural real estate for sale here in Piggott, Clay County. Give Mike and Pat a call at 598-3142. Also, Wright's Collision and Repair. That's Brad Wright at Wright's Collision and Repair. For all your collision repair needs, contact Brad at 598-3400. Looks like they're still having a little trouble with the scoreboard or the time clock. The officials, I believe, may keep the time on the field, and that's exactly what they're going to do, Brian.
So we will get underway, and they will get the clock fixed. And here we go. Kick is bounced off of the front man and covered by, looks like number 11, Jacob Richardson.
Was a good cover by Richardson there. Mohawks are going to take over 1st and 10 on about their own 43.
First down and 10. Mohawks.
Good field position to start the second half. Redmond under center. Mance, Haywood, and Haywood in the backfield. The give is to Kane Haywood, and he will be met right at the 45-yard line.
The carry for the Mohawks.
And they'll mark him a little short of that.
Number 53, Wickoff.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
Trey Walker on the tackle.
Looked like number 60, Trey Walker, made the tackle.
For the Mohawks.
Well, they only gave him 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Again, Redmond under center. And again, the give is to Kane Haywood. He finds a little more running room this time.
Well, Kane he's kind of like Nick. I mean, Kane's a different style runner, but boy, he keeps them legs just a churning away.
He does.
There's 11:04 left here in the ball game.
3rd quarter.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. All right, 3rd and 5. Big play right here. We need to get this first down right here. This time they give to the big Nick Haywood, and he's got some room.
He's got a first down. He crosses the 45 of the Lions.
24 on the tackle.
They're going to spot it at the 44, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mohawks.
Like you said, just a little different style of running. He hits that hole hard.
Yes,
his feet are moving.
I think the clock's off just a few seconds, but it's showing 10:50 here in the 3rd quarter.
Redmond gives to Mance. Oh, and we got a fumble.
On the ground, and the Lions are going to get it. That's number 24.
Fumble on the play.
Lane
Recovered by the
Cohen.
Manila line.
He got a little excited there. He got up off the ground and was going to take off running with it.
1st and 10, Manila.
Looks like Manila will take over right on the 40-yard line.
The Mohawks had a pretty good drive going.
Well, let's put our defense back together and get after them. We're all right. Give is to number 10, Jay Cullen, over to the left side.
Tackled by
Number 10, Jay Coolin on
Colin
the
Spear. Mohawks got player down. Looks like
Parrish Mance.
Parrish.
Looks like he's favoring that ankle a little bit. He will come off, but
He'll come out and they'll send in
We'll bring up 2nd down and 6
Nick
for the
Haywood.
Lions.
bring up 2nd down and about a long 6, short 7.
Sounds good. They're throwing footballs. On homecoming footballs. Cheerleaders cutting loose.
Under center. The give is back to number 10, and he tries to cut back, and he is met quickly.
Who is that?
Number 51,
Brody Williams. I tell you what now, he hit him hard. I mean, that's a big tackle by Williams.
It was. Nice stop. He'll lose a yard or two on that. Bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Lions.
Come on, Mohawks, see what you got.
Fumble. Quarterback picks it back up.
And he is hammered again. And guess who? That was 52, Colin Benbrook. It's going to take about a 7-8 yard loss, so the Lions will probably punt it away with 9 minutes, 5 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. This punt brought to you by
Piggott Family Medical Clinic. Oh.
That's all right. Nice kick.
Brewer lets it roll, and it takes a big bounce.
About a 15-yard bounce for the Lions, and the Mohawks will take over on the 20.
After the punt, Mohawks take over possession.
Piggott Family Medical Clinic. Needing to make an appointment with your family doctor? Call the clinic at 598-2236. All the doctors would like to say, go Big Red.
Also, Moffitt's package store, Stan Moffitt, at the state line just across the muddy waters of the St. Francis River, right between Campbell and St. Francis. And Trammell's Quick Lube Tire and Auto. That's Randall Trammell. 1st and 10 Mohawks.
Redmond goes under center. Still in a full house backfield. Brewer split to the left this time. The give is to Nick Haywood.
He got tripped up there just a little. Everybody was coming this way, Brian.
Everybody was.
Tackle made by 53. Dylan Wyckoff of the Lions going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Mohawks.
.820 on the
Well, we got a
clock.
big stop. We need to move the ball this time again. Hang on to it tight. There we go. Hang on to it.
40, Kane Haywood on the carry for the Mohawks.
Kane Haywood
Made by 24,
comes across the left side. Looks like he'll pick up about 5 yards. Bring up a 3rd and 4.
Setting on a 28-yard line.
About the 28. Lucas Brewer split to the right this time. The give is to Kane Haywood again. He's got some room. Oh.
He's going to have a 1st down, Brian.
He is going to have a 1st down. He had one guy to beat, but got tripped up right at the 36-yard line. Be good for another Mohawk 1st down.
That 1st down's brought to you by David Copeland, attorney at law. Call David at 598-5547. And don't forget, stop by and see Jerry and Chris Lewis down there at Lewis Motors. No wrecks, no junk, no joke. They got quality pre-owned cars and trucks.
Well, 1st and 10, Redmond under center.
Reverse.
They reverse it back to Haywood. And he will make it to right at the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Tackle made by 14. Arturo Gonzalez for the Lions. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Gonzalez in on the tackle. Probably just saved the Lions. Allowing the Mohawks to score.
Well, just like all season, we're still moving the ball.
Looks like Haywood Kane.
And he will be met quickly. by number 14, Arturo Gonzalez again.
40, Kane Haywood on the carry.
Bring up a 3rd and a
Tackle
long
made by
5.
44. Dustin Sermon for the Lions.
Need another big play right here. Keep moving this ball.
For the Mohawks.
6 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Here we go.
Redmond gives to Kane Haywood, and he will go nowhere this
Kane
time.
Haywood on the carry again for the Mohawks.
Bring up a 4th and 5. The Mohawks are going to punt the ball away with 5 minutes, 25 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Parrish Mann's back to kick. Low snap.
He gets a nice punt off. It will be returned, however, and he's got some room. Number 3 will bring it all the way back to the Mohawk 45-yard line. Well, Manila comes under center, and on their first carry, looks like they'll pick up about 4 yards.
Bring up second.
Second and 6.
Bring up a 2nd and 6.
4.5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Still 14-8 Mohawks.
Out of the wishbone. Gives to the fullback, and he is met immediately.
Richard Shaw,
by number 22, Richard Shaw.
Bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Lions.
Need another big stop here, Chris. I'm predicting a Colin Benbrook.
We'll have a timeout by the Lions. This timeout be brought to you by Redmond Monuments and Signs. Stop by there and see Miss Betty, and I'll tell you what, they do some really nice work down there. Their signs look good. The monuments are just beautiful. Stop by and see Betty at Redmond's Monument and Signs.
And Hog Wild Barbecue, home of the 1 pound barbecue. They've got awesome pork steaks and tender ribs. Dine in, carry out, or drive through. Stop in and see Jeremy and Erica, or call them at 598-4599.
Also, the Front Porch Flea Market. Monty Howe has $20 propane exchange and $50 booth rentals. Got all kinds of stuff down there. Stop and see Monty at Front Porch Flea Market.
And don't forget Hitz Chapel Church. Starting this Sunday, they're going to have 2 worship services. The first one starting at 8:45. The second one starts at 11. Sunday school still at 10. Wednesday night at 7. Come out and see us. Well, Chris, it's 3rd and 5, and we need a big stop here, and Manila knows it. Give to number 10 over the left side. Richard Shaw made a big hit there. But
they're going to have it.
But they're going to get the 1st down.
Tackle made by 22, Richard Shaw. It's going to move the chain, be 1st down and 10 for the Lions.
Ball sitting on about the 33.
Give his to number 10. Oh, man.
Man alive. Who is it? I got
the
my
initial
eye
hit was number 51.
No. 52.
Wasn't
it? 52, Colin Benbrook, and 51, Brody Williams.
It was.
So you was right, so was I. So
it was a big hit.
2nd down.
Man, I mean, they just met him, and
he went backwards, flat on his back. Of course, that's 2 big old boys to run into. Again, under center, 2nd and 13. A give over the right side this time, and He will finally be brought down
by Gunn.
By number 16, Kiefer Gunn.
Another first down for the Lions. Mohawks better stand strong here. Ball sitting on the 20 with 2:45 in the third quarter.
Out of the wishbone. The quarterback keeper. And he's got nowhere to go. Richard Shaw strung him out.
Number 2, Zach Reinhardt on the keeper.
Looks like he'll lose a yard or two on the play. Bring up a second down and about 11.
2 minutes, 10 seconds here in the third quarter.
Reinhardt under center.
Oh, Lord. Brody Williams was waiting on him.
He was. He had nowhere to go.
You'd almost think, Brian, this has got to be 4-down territory.
I believe it is, Chris.
Lead on the carry for the Lions.
They need points, and we need 2 more stops.
No gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for Manila.
3rd and 11, minute 25. Third quarter.
We got a wide out split to the right. Pass comes across the middle, and it is caught. Pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line by Lucas Brewer.
That's Gonzalez on the catch. Just right over the middle.
Push out of bounds.
Minute 6. Ball's going to sit about the 2-yard line.
1st and goal for the Lions.
Probably go right up the gut. Quarterback probably.
No, I'm looking at number 82 there. Nope. It is the quarterback keeper. You called that, and he goes nowhere. Lose about 2 on the play.
Who got there first? 32?
Either that or number 40.
Let's just call them both. That's Redmond and Kane Haywood.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 5-yard line.
Number 40, he ain't going to get in there neither, Brian. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. He might have got about a half a yard.
Richard Shaw, slow to get up, but he's up.
22, Richard Shaw on the tackle for the Mohawks. He's going to bring up 3rd down. And goal.
Looks like the ball setting on the 5, don't it?
It still does.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter. Mohawks on top, 14-8. We'll be back. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Lions. We're going to take a short break. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
At Shelter Insurance, we're people who know that the first love of your life
I need you to take the shoes off.
might have been made of steel.
Thank you.
Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Agent Tanya Coomer about Shelter's auto insurance discounts.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sane, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sane, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sane. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
Well, we're back, fixing to start this fourth quarter. More of our sponsors tonight, Gossett Real Estate. If you're looking for some really nice property, real estate, or a house, contact Dan Gossett at 598-5555.
Or the movie house. Get all your newest Blu-rays, DVDs, PS3s, and Xbox 360 games at the movie house. Call Daniel to reserve at 598-3744.
And don't forget, that automatic car wash, the Mohawk Car Wash, Mr. Chris Tarno.
And Avis Auto Sales. Frankie Fowkes running a 2010 Equinox. It's burgundy in color, and it's only got 8,000 miles on it for $18,000. He's also still got his ammo and guns. Make sure you go see Frankie.
And don't forget the store, some of the best chicken in Piggott, Arkansas. 870-324-4133. Well, Brian, here we go. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Lions. Start the fourth quarter. Mohawks need to make a huge stand here. And one more time.
Well, let's see what they can pull out of it. Out of the wishbone. Reinhardt gives to number 82. He's got some running room around the corner.
He's in.
He is in.
So with 11:56 in the fourth quarter, the Lions go on top. No, we're tied up, 14-14. They will try to go on top. We'll see if they're going to elect to go for 2 or kick a PAT. We're all knotted up. Well, Mohawks just need to come back. Brown just drive ball right down the field and punch it in here in the fourth.
You're right. Leave nothing to doubt. But in the meantime, let's make a big stand right here.
Be nice. Real nice. They're going to go for 2.
Out of the wishbone.
Same
Everybody
play.
looking, the exact same play. And he will
Get
make
in.
it. Dadgummit.
They had him. The Lions go on top, 16-14.
Got a man down, too.
And there is a man down. Sponsors, B&L Lawn and Garden. I tell you what, they do some awesome work down there. Got a new business here in town down where Lewis Motors used to be next to Los Compadres, and they've got all kinds of yard ornaments, but they do excellent landscaping. So for any of your landscaping needs here in the area, contact B&L Lawn and Garden at 598-0133.
And Mohawk Mini Storage and Trailer Rentals. If you need a place to store your things and a way to get it there, call Rodney at 598-7941.
Also, the treasure chest down on the square. Go in there and see Kelly. If you're looking for that special gift for that special person, call Kelly at 598-2385.
And the Red Rooster and Pizza Express. They've got upscale clothing. They carry antiques, decor, furniture, and more. And Pizza Express is located inside the Red Rooster. And you can get pizza, pasta, dine-in, delivery, or carry-out. Their number down there is 598-5500.
And don't forget, Scott Crossfield at Razorback Tire. Razorback Tire, through November the 7th, when you purchase 4 of any Cooper brand tire, you will receive up to a $75 Visa prepaid rebate card. Also, Razorback Tire offers one of the best front-end alignments in town. They now have the newest Hunter 3D alignment. Stop in and see Scott at Razorback Tire. Well, Brian, here we go. 11 minutes, 56 seconds. And the Lions are gonna kick it off to the Mohawks. Nice kick. Nick Haywood fumbles it, picks it up across the 25, the 30, up to about the 34-yard line. So nice return by Haywood. Mohawks will take over 1st and 10 in their own territory. Let's see what they can do. They really need to put it together right now, Brian. They need to get one down there and punch it in the end zone.
They don't need to get shaken up. Just play their game. They've been running the ball all night long. Just yard after yard after yard. We got lots of time left in this ball game.
Redmond.
Give us to Parrish Mance.
Nice little carry.
Parrish Mance on the carry for the Mohawks.
Goes over the 40 to about the 42. Gain of 6, bring up a 2nd and 4.
4 for the Mohawks.
That's a nice little play. He hit that hole in a hurry.
Yes, he did.
We got Brewer in motion. The give is to Nick Haywood, and he is...
Nice run by Nick Haywood off the left side. Gain of about 17 on the play.
I thought he was gone.
I did too. Well, he's into Manila Lions territory. Ball's going to sit on about the 44. 1st and 10, 11 minutes, 9 seconds here in the first, or the final quarter.
Well, they changed the look a little bit, kind of overload the left side. Oh, and
Fumble.
we got a fumble. And I don't know, Chris. They're fighting for it.
The Lions going to come away with it. Big stop by the Lions.
Hey, we're all right. We got lots of time left in the ball game. They just got to come up with a big stop now.
I don't know what happened there, but it looked like
Well, they got
it went bad.
They got into the backfield. It was going to be a little counter back to this side. They had it overloaded to the left side, and they were about to come back this way with it.
They just got through there.
They just got through there 2 steps too far, and he couldn't give the handoff.
10:46.
Reinhardt under center, out of the wishbone. The give is to number 82. And he fumbles the ball. And I believe they're saying he was down.
So pickup of about 4.
82.
Bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Loose ball recovered by 82.
Well, it's close.
Bring up 2nd down.
I'm curious to see how many yards number 82 Shane Lee actually has. He's the only one that's kind of been a thorn in our side tonight. Mohawks making a pretty good stand on defense. Reinhardt under center, gives again to number 82 Shane. And again,
oh,
that was awfully close to a fumble there, Chris.
I never seen his knees go on the ground. Shoulder pad hit the ground, and, which I guess in high school football, that's where you're down. But
Be another 1st down. And 10 for the
be
Lions.
1st and 10 Lions, 9:52.
In Mohawk territory on our 44-yard line. Reinhardt gives to the fullback, and he goes nowhere. Hit immediately by number 52, Colin Benbrook.
59, 51. That'd be Williams.
And Dylan Howe.
Dylan Howe.
And Colin Benbrook
And-
on the tackle for the Mohawks. Going to bring 2nd down, 10 for the Lions.
J.T. Wilson will go in to replace Colin Spear.
Just giving him a breather, I think. And they will try to run as much time off the clock as they can. Clock down to about 3 seconds. Give us back to number 82, and this time it's a different outcome. Looks like he'll pick up about a yard.
Bring up 3rd and long. 8.5 minutes here in the final quarter.
And number 51, Brody Williams, in on that stop.
Got a big hand for our Piggott Mohawk Marching Band and their drum major, Miss Emily Midkiff.
Well, Chris, 3rd and long, 8 minutes, 13 seconds play.
Be looking at number 82, Shane Lee.
And it is given to Shane Lee, and he's got some running room.
Boy, it's going to be close.
I believe they're going to mark him about a yard short. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 1 yard. And we better load up on this one.
Gonna bring up a 4th down and inches. Mohawk fan, 4th down. Let's get behind this defense.
Well, what do you think, Chris? Is it 82 or number 2?
Why not go 82?
That's
been their horse.
We hadn't stopped him real well yet, but I think we're looking for him this time. Nope, the give this time is to number 10, and he's
going to have it.
He is going to have it. He was hit hard now.
He's down too, Brian. We got a player down. We're going to have an official's timeout on the field, and we're going to take a timeout too. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
Well, we're back. Was number 10, Jay Cullen, for the Lions, helped off to the sideline. And it was good for a 1st down with 7:08 here in the final quarter. Be 1st and 10 on about the 34
yard line.
Mohawks need to step up right here and get the ball.
Well, they pretty well know where it's going. And there it is, number 82, Shane. And he
be down close to another line 1st down. Be a little short, about a yard short.
82 on the carry again for the line.
Bring up a 2nd and 1.
Call an official's timeout for a measurement. Kane Haywood's in on that stop. I thought he'd come away with the ball, but I guess he was already down.
Be sure to catch your Mohawk football games each Tuesday night at 6:30 on YHC TV channel 21. Your host Chris Bellers and Brian Allman. Every Tuesday after each home game on channel 21.
Well, I guess I better
YHC.
throw out there too, Chris, that it is my mother's birthday. And I won't tell how old she is. She said she was Jack Benny's age again, plus 30 years.
Well, you can tell me and I'll tell. Happy birthday, Anita Allman. Flags on the play. Your mother taught school for how many years here?
Well, about 30, I think, here.
You know, I'll never forget, she had a paddle that was made out of a boat paddle. And she liked to threaten with that thing.
She didn't like to threaten, Chris. She liked to use it.
Yeah.
It was a different day and age, I'll tell you.
And she always wore bright colored clothes. And she still does.
Yes, she does. 2nd down and 5. A long 5. The give again to number 82, and he's feeling it, Chris. But I tell you what, they made a big stop right there.
82 Lee on the carry.
Bring up 3rd.
52.
52, Colin Benbrook in on the tackle for the Mohawks. Clock winds down to 6 minutes.
Bring up 3rd down.
Manila using about every second of that play clock over there, trying to get as much time off that clock as they can. We need 2 big stops right here, and we got plenty of time.
Number 82 gets the call again.
He comes to this side this time, and nowhere to run.
82 on the carry. Brought down by 32.
Zach Redmond in on the tackle.
And looked like number 23, Parrish Mance also.
Well, it's going to bring up 4th and then about 5 for the Lions with 5 minutes, 15 seconds here in this final quarter. We'll see what the Lions are going to do. I'm sure they'll go for it inside the 30.
I believe you're right. Number 2, Zach Reinhardt, runs into play and will go under center. Wishbone, 82 lined up on the left side again, and they will give it to him again.
And he ain't going to get it, Brian. They're going to stop him. It's going to be Mohawk ball.
4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the ball game, and we will take over the ball on about the 28-yard line, Chris.
Well, Mohawks just need to do like they did the first drive of the game. They just need to take the ball and take it downfield, punch it in, and we'll get out of here with a victory. Student section comes alive here at Parker Field.
Bleachers are rattling.
1st and 10 Mohawks.
I don't think anybody's left tonight, Chris. This place is still full. Sidelines, bleachers. Give to Big Nick Haywood.
Looky there.
He's got some room, and another Mohawk 1st down.
I tell you what, he had 2 men to beat. He just split them both, and they brought him down. That'll be a 1st down Mohawks. Ball sitting on about the 42-yard line. 4:43. Still on the clock. Plenty of time to protect and drive.
And again, we give Big Nick Haywood. He's got more running room again.
And another 1st down.
It ain't going to take long, 10 yards at a time, Chris.
You're right. Tell you what, he does that one more time, and you're going to see a huge momentum change. And it may be there now.
It may be. These boys are fired up. You know they're tired. 4 minutes left in the ball game, and they've fought all this time.
Ball's on in the line territory.
On about the 47-yard line. Redmond under center. This time they give to
Kane Haywood
over the left side, and he'll pick up about 5 yards.
Well, they're moving the ball. 2nd and 5. Ball sitting on the 46-yard line. No, 43-yard line of the Lions. Clock ticking down to 3:40. This one's going to go down to the wire. It appears.
It does appear.
Man, I'm just anxious to see what this call is going to be.
Well, we got Brewer in motion.
Boy, it didn't work.
Didn't work. Nope.
He's going to lose a yard. No, they'll give him line.
They give him a pretty nice spot. Looks like he'll lose about a half yard.
3 minutes.
Clock continues to run. Third down, 6. Mohawks got to put it together. Of course, we know it's 4-down territory now.
Fans coming alive. 2:45. Mohawks back to the line of scrimmage.
They're cheering them on. Crowd's going wild. The reverse again, and this time he's got some room. Going around the left side. He will come very close to that first down marker.
And he gets out of bounds, Brian. That's huge.
That is huge.
One out of bounds, close to the first down marker.
Boy, they're going to spot him short. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. About a yard short. Boy, that looked to me like he got all the way around that thing. Be 4th down and short.
About a foot, looks like.
2:32 remaining here in the ball game. Mohawks are going to have to get a first down, Brian, or I'm afraid this may be it.
Well, what do you call, Chris?
Quarterback up the middle.
That's what I'd call. He didn't have any problem getting to the last time.
They're loading it up, Brian.
And there he goes. He's there. He's got it. Redmond will push forward for about a yard and a half.
And a good thing it only took 2 seconds.
32, Zach Redmond on the keeper.
Clock will start to run as soon as they spot those yard markers. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the ball game.
The clock starts. Ball's sitting where about the
36 and a half.
First and 10 Mohawks, 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Be a good time for a little pass play. They're loaded up.
Reverse.
They run the reverse. Haywood's got,
They stuff him again.
One man got a hold of him. If he could have got just outside of him. And
we got a player down. We got 2 players down, one from both teams.
He was hit hard. They stood him up.
We got a player down. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with this last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
People come from everywhere to get their deal from Lincoln Lacey. They come from Benton, Bloomfield, or and from New Madrid, Bertrand, Campbell, Parma, Kelso, Lilburn, Portage,ville, Risco, Bernie. Lincoln Lacey is your domestic auto needs headquarters. From Rector, Arkansas, Gideon, Sykes, Piggott, Arkansas, Morehouse, Dexter, Minor, East Prairie, Charleston, Chaffee, Pollard, Arkansas. Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
Well, we're back. That was Nick Haywood. He seems to be all right. They're checking his shoulder out. It looks like a little bit, but he came off the field under his own power. Clock continues to run with 1:44 to play. 2nd down and 12.
We got 2nd down for the Mohawks.
Redmond under center.
Drops back to pass.
He's got a man in the flat.
Overthrown him.
That will stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down.
Going to bring up 3rd down for the Mohawks.
It was there, Chris. It just, of course, you know he's got to be pumped up. You know they're all excited, and it's tough to just finesse a little pass in there this late in the ball game.
They got 1:28 seconds. 3rd and 12.
We still have 3 timeouts, but we need a first down now. Redmond back to pass. He's got a man, and Brewer has it, and a pass interference.
Down at the 5-yard line, and a little shed there at the end. But I tell you what, the Mohawks are on the 5-yard line.
If the play stands,
the clock still shows a minute 28. There's going to be an interference call.
It's going to depend on if they're calling a push-off on Brewer or if it's defense.
It will be declined, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will be too. They're talking to the Mohawks. That's a good sign.
Pass interference against the defense is the call. It will be declined, and the Mohawks will have it 1st and goal on the 5-yard line.
With 3 timeouts and a minute 28 left in the ball game.
Again, Brian, I'm going 32, quarterback keeper right up the gut. And I would probably do it 3 or 4 times in a row if I had to.
I think I might too. And this time he will get about a yard, maybe a little less. Clock continues to run.
32 Redmond on the carry for the Mohawks.
You're going
Bring up 2nd down.
to give him no gain.
A minute, 6 seconds left in the ball game. Clock continues to run.
Five yards.
Give is to Parrish Mance up the middle.
He's going to be stopped
and there's
short.
a fumble on the play.
Be a timeout called by the Mohawks.
Looks like he will recover the fumble.
He's only going to get 1 yard, Brian. That's going to bring up 3rd down and goal on the 4. 42 seconds here in the final quarter of the ball game. And it's like I say, I knew it's going to come down to the wire. It's an exciting ball game.
Take his time to introduce our
We
winners
still
for the
got
homecoming place.
everybody here.
First place goes to the Mohawks Rock. Second place goes to the greatest show on earth. And third to We Are On Our Behind the Mohawks. Those are your winners in the float competition for the homecoming parade today.
So what are you guessing now? I mean, they're going to load up the middle.
Give Miss Sandra Little
It's hard to tell, isn't
a big thank you.
It's hard to tell.
This week for all the effort she put in this year to these
Well, what would you do if you was a coach?
T-shirts that everybody
Well,
got on and wearing
it depends. It depends on if Nick Haywood is out there, and he is. I would probably try what they tried earlier in the ball game, and that would be split him up the middle instead of running him off tackle. They're going to be looking for him.
We'll see what it is.
They crowd the line. The give is to Haywood, and he is
going to get it. I tell you what, the Mohawks are excited. Now, that's a reason right there. Haywood.
And they're trying to keep everybody off the field. 37 seconds left in this ball game. This game is not over. But the Mohawks do take the lead, 20-16, with 37 seconds left to play.
And the Mohawks need to go for 2 here, Brian. They're only up 4. And that's what they're going to do. This is a big, big 2-point conversion. Haywood again up the middle.
And he'll get there again.
It's good. The Mohawks go up by 6, 22-16, with 37 seconds left in the ball game, and that is a backbreaker for the Lions.
I tell you what, Chris, this has been one heck of a ball game by both teams. They both fought completely hard the whole game.
Well, you know, on this kickoff, Brian, they're not going to kick it deep or right to anybody, I wouldn't think. I'm looking for some kind of skirmish off the side where they can't pick it up and run it back. I guess.
I don't know. I don't want to give them the ball on the 40-yard line either, though, Chris. We need to cover, we need to kick it, and we need to cover.
Ooh.
You know them boys are fired up now. Hey, they played good defense all night. I'm not concerned. They've held and they've held and they've held, and all we've got to do is
37 more seconds.
Play for 37 more seconds. Mance tees it up. And he will kick it away, and it will be picked up at about the 30-yard line. Oh, my gosh.
No way. He's going to go all the way in for a Lions touchdown on the kickoff, and that's exactly what he done. You got a man over here on the far side. It looked like he was hit in the back. No flags down. But the Lions did what you didn't want them to do.
Coaches might should have listened to you instead of me. Number 82. Shane Lee takes it the distance. Now this is the biggest play for the Mohawks. This will determine whether or not we have overtime or
they still got to kick off to us.
They do still have to kick off to us. There's still 26 seconds left on the clock. But we need to stop this right here. The game is tied, 22-22.
And here comes 82. Told you.
And he will not get it in.
The Mohawk defense has stood. We're tied 22-22 with 26 seconds to go in the ball game. The Lions will kick it off to the Mohawks. So, Brian, now we need to do what they just did. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
I tell you what, that was huge right there. That stand was huge. I mean, he did everything he could to get across that line, too, and the Mohawks just stood him up. Man, right down to the wire. Now it's our turn.
Well, this has been quite a ball game. I tell you what, we need to do it here. But it's been such a good ball game. A little overtime won't hurt either.
Hey, I've had fun. I have had fun tonight. So if you're Manila, do you kick it deep? Or you kick a skirmish? You going to change your mind, or you going to stay with the same thing? I mean, it's tied up.
Well, there's 26 seconds. And this time I would say, yeah, the little squib
and
kick.
I'm going
looks a
the other
little
way
better.
this time, saying to kick that thing deep. You don't want them to get close.
50 yards is a long way to throw a ball. But we'll see. And I don't know.
He ain't going to kick it far. He did.
He did. He kicked it all the way to Nick. And we will start from the 36-yard line.
22 seconds.
22 seconds and
22.
2 timeouts left. We got time for 3 or 4 good plays.
Overtime in high school football. Is that 4 plays from the 10?
4 plays from the 10.
And Manila's taking a timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back with the final 22 seconds of the 4th quarter. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
Kawasaki doesn't build for the masses. They build for people who ride. Honest engineering that pushes the limits of possibility. Like the all-new Terex 4x4 and the hard-working Mule. For over 40 years, Fry Equipment Company has been bringing you revolutionary machines like these that hammer the competition. Fry Equipment Company in Piggott. Come see the new Kawasaki's today for the ride of your life.
As the leaves change and the days grow cooler, it's time to bring the family down to Pumpkin Hollow. Bring your family to Pumpkin Hollow for a fun-filled day of pumpkin picking, hay rides, and a trip through our corn maze. And once the sun sets, the ghouls come out to play as horror sets over the hollow. Go to pumpkinhollow.com to plan your day of family fun at Pumpkin Hollow, where it's family by day, fright by night. Go to KAIT8.com and upload your favorite pumpkin carving pictures to the loop.
All right, we're back. 22-22. Fourth quarter, 22 seconds left. Mohawks have the ball on their own 37-yard line. You don't want to do nothing crazy here, but you do got to try to get that ball in the end zone. They're going to split Mance to the
Mohawk
left.
formation. Oh, you know what they were about to run?
Yep. And it just got
told.
Oh, that looks sweet.
They were about to run.
It was there, Brian.
The hook and lateral.
Mohawks 5-yard penalty. Probably illegal procedure.
We'll
21 seconds.
We'll see if they recognize it. And we'll see if they'll try and run it again.
No, they're going to do something different.
This time they'll give to Parrish Mance up the middle. And we will take a timeout with 15 seconds to play.
Carry for the Mohawks. Timeout on the field by Piggott.
Tied at 22.
Another timeout.
The Piggott Diner, located on the historic square in Piggott, opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday night buffet with ribs, catfish, chicken, frog legs, fried shrimp, and all the trimmings, plus homemade pies and cobblers and everyone's favorite ice cream. Sunday lunch buffet from 11 to 2. Our phone number is 870-598-5130. Call for takeouts, but better yet, come enjoy meeting with your friends at the Piggott Diner.
Brewers split to the right. Full house backfield. He runs it just a deep go pattern.
There's
there is
a
a pass interference.
9 seconds.
That puts the ball
33, Lucas
on
Miller
about
on
the 48-yard line with the penalty. It'll be 15 yards. They
Pass interference against the lines was the call. Be first and 10 Mohawks.
Against the Manila line.
It's going to put it about the 47. 9 seconds remaining in this ball game, so you would think this will be the last play.
Unless there's a penalty on the defense.
Correct. Let's look for that hook and lateral right here, see if we can. No. Redmond back to pass. He's got Haywood down the middle.
And it is picked up.
With 1 second.
Pass intercepted by the Manila line.
So Manila will get one shot for one more play.
Boy, Haywood had his man beat.
We got a penalty called on somebody. Something going on. Well, maybe not. The call is holding against the Mohawks. That penalty will be declined, and Manila will take over on their 19-yard line for one play. Mohawks will drop back into some deep coverage kind of a prevent. We'll see what they'll try and pull out of a hat.
What are they doing?
Just waiting for the referee to get set. And here we go. The final play of the ball game will be a quarterback sneak.
So and the Mohawks come up with the ball, number 52, Colin Benbrook. He took it away from him, and the officials, oh my gosh, he was standing up. Benbrook took it away from him and ran into the end zone, and the officials didn't see it, I guess.
Or they ruled him down by
forward progress,
I guess. I don't know. I'm going to have to see that one again myself.
Well, I'm telling you, Benbrook's just the kind of guy, that wouldn't have done that if he didn't really do it. I mean, I know they want to win, but I'm telling you, I'd like to talk to him after this ball game and find out exactly what happened in that pile. Well, we're going to go to overtime, Brian.
First time for the Mohawks to be in overtime.
So it'll be 4 plays each.
4 plays each from the 10-yard line, I believe.
It's got to be the 10. So we'll have both coaches are on the field. And this being a conference game, I mean, they will go.
They will go until somebody wins.
Right. Now they have option to kick a field goal or score the touchdown, correct?
Correct.
So the coaches are on the field, and I assume, is there a coin toss or how do they do that?
Captains should meet, and there should be a coin toss, I believe.
No, they've already done something. 4 minutes?
What?
3 minutes. Now.
They must have changed. I don't understand.
We're fixing to find out. Coach Hearn's calling up to the booth. 3 minutes is going to go on the clock. So where do they get the ball at? Fixing to find
Captains
out.
will come out. I'm still thinking, and I'm not sure it's the 10-yard line. It could be from the 20 like college, but it used to. It was from the 10-yard line. Each team had a chance.
Right.
And if both teams scored, then you did it again. Because neither team has showed much of a kicking game, I'm kind of curious. Do you, if you win the toss, do you go?
Okay, now Coach Hendricks is telling them
Senior, juniors,
no time on the clock.
7th, 8th grade.
Okay.
Manila's declined.
Manila won the toss. Mohawks will get the first chance
Once again, congratulations
at scoring. But that will allow them to determine how much they've got to have.
Right. But I'm sure they can go. They get to go for the extra points, right? The field goal or go for 2.
All right, Mohawk Nation, we got a brand new game here with Piggott.
Which,
if
the Mohawks score and they don't get the 2-point conversion, Manila can come back and kick a field goal for a win if they score. So there's all kinds of options in this game. It's fixing to get exciting. These fans are fixing to go nuts.
The ball is placed on the 10-yard line.
They'll get 4 downs.
Mohawks will have 4 downs, barring any defensive penalties.
Man, it's getting cold in here. Ooh.
Both these teams are hungry for a win, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
I think Manila won their first game and hadn't won one since. And Piggott's still looking for their first win. They played a good ball game tonight. We've had the turnover bug just a little bit, and we've gave up a few big plays. But they're still here. They're still in it. They're still fighting.
Oh, yeah. Mohawks trying to stay loose. Looks like Manila's trying to put together a goal line defense over there or something. All right, we got about 30 seconds, Brian, and we're going to be on the 10-yard line. The way I understand it, they're going to get 4 downs to punch it in, and then the other team will come back from the 10, and they'll get 4 downs, and we'll just continue on until somebody wins. Now, somewhere in there, if the Manila, if they score and we're tied, do they flip-flop? Manila goes again, and then Mohawks go?
Yes. Yes, the next time Manila will have to go first and we'll go second.
Well, here we go. Redmond's under center. It's going to go to Nick Haywood on the right side. One play, and he is untouched in for the touchdown. So one play just like that, and Nick Haywood off the right tackle runs in for a touchdown, and the fireworks explode.
Well, I tell you, Chris, this extra point is really important here.
Yes, it is. Now, are they going to kick it or are they going to go for 2, Brian? I assume they're go for 2.
We're going to go for 2. I'm not sure we've got an extra point kicker now.
It was Cody Mans.
It was Cody Mans.
He's out. So Redmond will go back under center, and the Mohawks, I'm saying same thing. Give it to him. Let him go in there again.
Well, they're showing. And that's
Same
where it
thing.
is, and that will happen again.
He walks in, and the Mohawks are on top 30-22. Now, the Mohawks will go on defense, and they're going to have to make a big stand here against Manila.
Big stand. 4 plays. You know they're going to use all 4 of them.
And they're going to use number 82.
They're going to use number 82, but we need to know that they're going to use number 82.
That's Shane Lee. We've said that name all night long. I'm looking, and I'll tell you, I'm looking for Colin Benbrook, Brody Williams, and I'm going to say Colin Spear to do something big right here. Now, I may be wrong. It may be somebody else. But they've been all over the field all night.
Well, they split her wide out to the right. They will give to number 82, and he is met in the backfield. He will get back to the line of scrimmage, but that'll bring up a second down and 10. Good coverage there. Look like Richard Shaw.
Kane Haywood. Zach Redmond.
And even Lucas Brewer was in on that tackle too.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. They knew it was coming there.
And they better know it's coming there again.
Well, they're going to go in a different formation this time.
Well, they split the wide out to the other side, but
everybody's up in the box, and he's going to pass.
He's going to throw a pass, and that's the game, buddy.
That's the ball game.
That's the ball game right there.
Picked off by the Mohawks. Who is that? Lucas Broom picks it off, and the Mohawks just take it away from the Lions in overtime, 30-22.
Well, I tell you what, you can't get more of an exciting inning than that.
Oh, man, I tell you what, everybody loaded up in the box, and they come back to pass, and 33. I thought Brewer caught that. He said Kiefer Gunn.
Kiefer Gunn, that's right.
I apologize. And he takes the
I work with his
away.
daddy every day. You better apologize. I tell you what, that was one heck of a ball game.
Woo! I swore that was Brewer that picked that off, but he said it was Kiefer Gunn, so. Man, what a victory. I tell you what, the teams are on the field. They're shaking hands. Big victory on homecoming night, 30-22 Mohawks. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with your stats and your sponsors to close this up. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC. Well, we're going to go over your sponsors, and then we'll be back with your stats. Tonight's game was brought to you by Custom Car Care and Auto. That's Mark Howell. They wash, wax, buff, they do detail, they do it all. And Mark's even got some vehicles down there for sale. You need to stop in there and see Mark Howell. His phone number is 598-2571.
The Pooch Parlor, bath, clips, and dips. They carry small pets and supplies. They'll make special orders available for you. Give them a call at 324-4153.
And don't forget Los Compadres Mexican Restaurant, some of the best cheese dip in town. Phone number is 598-0224.
Crowley's Ridge Vet Clinic. For all your large and small animal care, grooming, boarding, friendly and knowledgeable staff available to answer all your questions. Call Dr. Phil at 598-5145.
And Mark Morgan, Biter Transportation. Mark says he will haul anything. Just give him a call, 598-4571, and send out special thanks to him and his wife for an excellent tailgate party tonight for homecoming. Big chili cook-off.
And it was wonderful. Hobbs Siding and Windows. They've got a new business located next to Hog Wild Barbecue there on Main Street. They've got vinyl siding, windows, and gutters. Give Freedom a call at 598-5982.
Also, Mike's Bikes and ATV Repair and Salvage. That's located on J Highway in Malden, Missouri. He has new and used parts for any ATV or motorcycle that you'll need. Contact Mike at 573-276-8228.
Holcomb's Pharmacy, Miss Gay Weagle. They've got more than medicine. Stop in and see their selection of cards and gifts and more. That's Holcomb's Pharmacy.
Piggott Realty. Mike and Pat Patterson, they've got residential, commercial, and agricultural real estate for sale in Piggott and the Clay County area. Give Pat a call at 870-598-3142.
Wright's Collision and Repair. If you need some body work done, give Brad Wright a call at 598-3400.
Piggott Family Medical Clinic. Needing to make an appointment for a family doctor? Give the clinic a call at 598-2236.
And Moffitt's. Stan Moffitt at the state line, just across the muddy waters of the St. Francis River.
Trammell's Quick Lube Tire and Auto. They've got free roadside service on any national brand tire. Trammell has new and used tires of all kinds, and he can get about any tire that you'd be needing. He also offers a basic 5-quart oil change for just $28. And also coming soon, he's putting in a brand new propane fuel station. Call Randall at 598-4146.
Don't forget David Copeland, attorney at law. Give him a call at 598-5547.
Also, Lewis Motors. No wrecks, no junk, no joke. Quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Go by and see Chris and Jerry right there at the stoplight in Piggott.
And Redmond Monument and Signs for all your monument needs, and they can make about any sign you want. Go see Betty. They're on the corner of 49 and
Locust.
Yep.
Hog Wild Barbecue, home of the 1-pound barbecue. They've got awesome pork steaks, tender ribs. You can either dine in or carry out or drive through. Stop in and see Jeremy and Erica Wicker. Phone number is 598-4599.
And the Front Porch Flea Market. Monty Howe has $20 propane exchange and $50 booth rentals. He's got all kinds of things. Go see Monty at the Front Porch Flea Market.
Hitch Chapel General Baptist Church. Brother Charles Richardson would like to invite you to their services. Sunday school starts at, this week's going to be at 8:30.
They've got 2 worship services now, 8:45 and 11. And Sunday school still at 10, and evening worship at 5:30, and Wednesday night at 7.
Also, Gossett Real Estate. Stop by and see Dan Gossett. If you're looking for some really nice real estate in the surrounding area, Clay County and Piggott, contact Dan Gossett at 598-5555.
And the Movie House. Get all your newest Blu-rays, DVDs, PS3s, and Xbox 360 games at the Movie House. Call to reserve at 598-3744.
And don't forget about Chris Tarno's Mohawk Car Wash and Mojo Car Wash for the best automatic car washes in Piggott.
And don't forget Avis Auto Sales and Body Shop. Frankie Falk is running a 2010 Equinox with 8,000 miles. It's burgundy. It's sharp, Chris, for $18,000.
And don't forget the store, the best chicken in town. Stop by and see Randy at the store. Phone number is 870-324-4133.
B&L Lawn and Garden for all your landscaping needs. Yard ornaments, bird bass, razorback yard ornaments. Call Sam at 598-0133.
Mohawk Mini Storage and Trailer Rentals. Need a place to store your things and a way to get them there? Give Rodney a call at 598-7941.
And the treasure chest. If you're looking for that special gift for that special person, stop in and see Kelly at the treasure chest. She also has Mohawk and Razorback gift items. 598-2385.
The Red Rooster and Pizza Express. The Red Rooster has upscale resale clothing. They've got antiques, decor, furniture, and much more. Also located inside the Red Roosters, the Pizza Express. They have pizza and pasta. They've got dine-in or carry-out, and they will deliver. 598-5500.
And Razorback Tire at Scott Crossfield. Through November 7th, when purchasing 4 of any Cooper brand tire, you'll receive up to a $75 prepaid Visa rebate card. Razorback Tire offers the best front-end alignment in town, and they have the newest Hunter 3D alignment. Stop in and see Scott at Razorback Tire.
And don't forget, our gold sponsors this year is Pumpkin Hollow, which there's a few more weeks left for Pumpkin Hollow, Forest of Fright, Bubba's Butcher Barn, and
the Corn Maze.
The Corn Maze, Mad School Mine. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it's not just at nighttime. It's during the daytime. They got stuff for the kids, too, pet and zoo and all kinds of stuff. So Pumpkin Hollow, located out there at St. Francis, Arkansas. You need to go by and see them. It's a good time. And Fry Equipment, Mr. Bob Fry, he's been a sponsor for YHC and Piggott Mohawk football for the last several years. We appreciate everything Bob does. And Tanya Coomer with Shelter Insurance, we appreciate everything that she's done. And also Kenny down there at the Piggott Diner. Hey, we'd like to say a big thanks to these guys and all your sponsors. You see these guys out there. If it wasn't for them, this game would not be played. So when you see them, tell them you appreciate everything they're doing. And, we'd like to send out our condolences to Mr. Bob Fry. He hurt his leg, so wish him all the luck and hope that he's fine. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back here in just a moment to wrap this up with your stats from tonight's game. It was exciting. Mohawks on top, 30-22. You're watching Mohawk football on YHC. Well, we're back with your final stats, and to wrap this up, Brian, exciting ball game. Mohawks won 30-22 in overtime. What's our stats?
Well, the final stats show that Piggott won 30-22. We had 18 first downs to Manila's 12. We had 39 carries for 280 yards. They had 44 carries for 194 yards. Still awfully close. Mm-hmm. In passing yards, we ended up with 33, and they ended up with 10. We were 1 of 7. They were 1 of 6.
That 1 of 7 was a huge pass.
Yes, it was. Total offense, we had 46 plays for 313 yards to their 50 plays for 204. The only bad stat on here, we fumbled twice, gave it up twice. They did have 1 fumble. Looks like we had 2 interceptions to their 4 interceptions, and that 4th one was a big one. And kickoff returns, looks like.
Interceptions, too.
Looks like they kicked off 5 times, or we kicked off 5 times, and they had 105 yards in returns. They kicked off to us 4 times, and we had 62 yards in returns. Overall, a good ball game, and the game ends with a score of 30 for the Mohawks and 22 for Manila.
And I'll tell you what, that's the first overtime I've done right here on YHC, and it was exciting. We went down, took the ball 1 play. Nick Haywood was in the end zone untouched almost, and then we turned around and did it again, and right up through there he went again, and then Manila come out and tried to throw the ball in the end zone, and it was picked off, and game over, and exciting for everybody. So
it was.
I've had a good time here tonight, Brian, and I'm sure you have too. It's cold. We're going to get this wrapped up, and we'll be back next week as the Mohawks invite the Earl Bulldogs to town. So it's going to be a tough one for our last game here on YHC. But we're looking forward to another football game from Parker Field. And that'll be a wrap. Until next time, I'm Chris Bellers.
And I'm Brian Oman.
We'll see you then.